Well, hello there. How is everyone? I hope you are all well on this fabulous, fabulous midweek hump. It is the midweek hump, isn't it? Yeah. See, I'm getting there. I'm getting there. I didn't need any help. We'll just ignore the fact that I had to look. And yes, it is indeed the midweek hump. And you're looking amazing, by the way. The week is being kind to you so far, and I hope it continues in that fashion. The week isn't, however, going well for everyone, as yesterday saw Alex Murdaugh back in court. Now, you would think that things couldn't really get worse for Alex Murdaugh, considering that recently he has been handed down life sentences for the murder of his wife and son. And you know, what can you do to someone who has basically been absolutely decimated in terms of their freedom and everything else that they had become accustomed to over the years? Put them in a bit of a cage, locked it, and thrown away the key. Well, of course, you can add some more years to it to make it actually no different. What an absolute pointless waste of time this was, and how much money did this cost the public to deal with this charade? Now, I don't know what it's like in the US, I must admit. Maybe courts are free and they don't actually get paid by the public. Maybe the money comes from somewhere else, but it does seem a little bit. Look, what I will say is, obviously, I get it that he's got to be punished for his crime, so you can't just ignore him. If someone else has been sort of punished for, you have got to go through due process and punish someone. And obviously, families like the Satterfields, they deserved to see the guy punished for the crimes, like the fraud, the stealing money. At the end of the day, we will never 100% know for certain what happened to Gloria in the trip and fall, but it happened. Money went missing. He was due his day in court. What I kind of struggle with, however, is how when someone's already been given 2 life sentences and they're at the age they are, he's not a young pup, is he? He's not a young pup at all. And, I can't see him getting out. So when they turn around and say, right, we're going to punish you. We're going to punish you. We're going to add 27 years on top of your sentence that you're not likely to get out of. I don't really see how that's a punishment. That's like taking someone's legs off, and then when they turn around and say, "What are you going to get? How are you going to punish me?" telling them that you're going to kneecap them, but I haven't got any legs. Anyway, so we have a quick look at the report. Sorry about my sarcasm. Alex Murdaugh branded an animal as he's sentenced to 27 years for financial crimes. Now, if he'd have just gone to sort of court for this would have been good. If he hadn't already been locked away and not likely to ever get out, then this would have been good. You could say, do you know what? They've punished him. They've really punished this guy. But a concurrent running 27 years for this, explain to me down below how this is punishment. Sentencing marks only the latest chapter in the Murdaugh saga as he continues to fight his conviction over the June 2021 murders of his wife Maggie and son Paul. Now, I suppose it could be argued he could get off that. He could appeal, get off it. Not likely, but he could. And then this situation will keep him locked up anyway, so perhaps they'll let him get off the other, but say, well, to be fair, Alex, yes, we'll let you get off the other one, but you're still fucked because you're still in a box for 27 years. And I'm guessing that there's likely to be no chance of him getting out over the other crimes anyway. But anyway, we'll continue. Convicted killer Alex Murdaugh was confronted by his victims in a courtroom in South Carolina today before being sentenced to 27 years in prison on a slew of state financial crime charges. You seem empty. I don't see anything, Judge Clifton Newman told Murdaugh as he handed down the sentence. I believe this judge is actually retiring as well, so like in a few days. So this was his swan song. Hopefully something will emerge in your spirit, in your soul. Not likely. Does he truly know this guy? Because his guys pretty much look the same all the time. Even when he hadn't been arrested, and you see photographs of him, he looks a little bit of a drongo, and that's why I kind of doubt that he was the trigger man, if you like, with respect of what happened to Paul and his wife, because to be fair, he don't really look like he's got the balls to do what he'd been accused of. But I'm just saying, people can surprise you. People can surprise you. So for more than a decade, Murdaugh stole over $12.5 million from clients at his law firm in a vast multi-million-dollar fraud scheme. And the majority of that was then spent on Oxy. Among the victims who spoke was the family of Gloria Satterfield, the Murdaugh's housekeeper, who died in a 2018 trip and fall at Moselle. In that case, Murdaugh stole more than $4 million in wrongful death settlements meant for her sons. Murdaugh spent nearly an hour apologising to them. He admitted he did terrible things that continued to bother and disturb him. The disgraced legal scion reached a plea deal with prosecutors on 17th of November, agreeing to plead guilty to 22 charges, including money laundering, fraud and criminal conspiracy. The sentencing marks only the latest chapter in the Murdaugh saga as he continues to fight his conviction over the June 2021 murders of his wife Maggie and son Paul. So, yes, there you go. That is the latest in the Murdaugh saga. He has indeed been back in court, and he's got another 27 years. What do you think about it? Is this... Does this... Like I say, this might just be my ignorance. I'm over in the UK at the end of the day, and, you know, our legal system is very different to your system. We don't rarely see stuff like this happen. I can't work it out. I can't work it out how, when you're already, like I said at the beginning, when you're already punishing someone and they've been given this sentence, and their life sentences, they're 2 life sentences, and he's at this age and he's not likely to get out, how this is a true punishment. Wouldn't it be better to say, what we're going to do is do away with your TV privileges in jail for 27 years, and instead supply you with really terrible books to read instead. Something that genuinely punishes him, or maybe he's got to wear something on his head in prison or jail, whatever it is over in the... Again, I'm in the UK. I don't really understand the difference. I don't really understand the difference over here. All I get is that we've got this really lunatic type guy who basically had everything in the world, everything that you could possibly want: money, power, arguable about gorgeous family, especially certain members, and hopefully if they have involvement in another case, that will start to come out. It's a little bit funny how that case, and I'm talking about the Stephen Smith case, that has now been put on hold because of the Alex Murdaugh situation. That family, that poor family who have been waiting to see what happened to their son, have been told they've had to wait until they've sort of sorted all this out and got this sent down the river. Well, hopefully we'll start seeing that fall together now. But anyway, that was speculation. We're not saying that the Murdaugh family had any involvement in that whatsoever. I'm sure they didn't. That's not likely, is it? Again, let me know down below. Answers on a postcard. See, you got that right today, not postcode. I'm doing well. I must be feeling better. I'll catch you all in the next one.